Yeah, fuel loaded, mind detonated. Activate ultra rage engine. Before the morning hits the air, I'm already grinding without a care. Sweat drips loud like molten steel. Every rep turns pain to real. Iron roaring in my grip, power bursting every dip. Pain steps close, tries slowing me, but I accelerate violently. Where the weak collapse and stop, I rise higher, never drop. Every tremor, every tension feeds my ultra rage engine. Through the struggle, through the heat, I grow savage, never beat. Every second, each ascension fires my ultra rage engine. Ultra rage engine, hear the blast, stronger now, evolving fast. Through the grind, through the flame, I transform and claim my name. Ultra rage engine, feel the roar, more relentless than before. Every rep, every section feeds my ultra rage engine. When the bar begins to crush, when my veins erupt and rush, I don't fold, I magnify, turn the pressure into sky. Bones are shaking, lungs are tight, still I push with violent might. Champions born from nights of war, forged in pain they can't ignore. People see the beast I show, but not the hell I had to know. Not the tears behind the rage, not the fights that built this stage. Every bruise, every scar made me who I truly are. Every doubt I had to mention, fuel this ultra rage engine. Ultra rage engine, break the chain, turn destruction into gain. Through the claws of inner pain, I rise stronger, I remain. Ultra rage engine, never fall. I take hits and I take all. Every setback, every tension charges ultra rage engine. When exhaustion hits my chest, when my body fails its best, I don't quit, I activate, turn collapse into create. Every heartbeat screams attack, every breath brings fury back. I've been shattered, crushed, erased, still my fire stood embraced. Now the mirror shows the rage, power burning off the cage. Through the storms I had to reckon, I became ultra rage engine. No retreating, no divide, every rep fuels my stride. Every roar that I strengthen echoes ultra rage engine. Push harder, never slow, let the violent power grow. No fear, no suspension, feed the ultra rage engine. Break limits, break your mold, let your furnace burn uncontrolled. Every breath, every extension screams ultra rage engine. Yeah, no fear, no stop, no ending. Every heartbeat and dimension burns with ultra rage engine.
Yeah, steel mind, fire heart, enter Unbreakable's force mode.
Before the daylight hits the ground, I'm already in the battleground. Sweat drips heavy, breath explodes, every rep rewrites my codes. Iron shaking in my grip, power ripping every dip. Pain steps up to take its shot, but I rise, I break it not. Where the weak lose all control, I evolve in forceful roll. Every crack inside the road builds my unbreakable force mode. Through the fire, through the strain, I convert all fear to gain. Every second overload feeds my force mode code. Unbreakable force mode, hear my roar, stronger than I was before. Through the weight, through the flame, I transform and claim my name. Unbreakable force mode, feel the spark, lighting power in the dark. Every rep on this road feeds my force mode. When the weight begins to crush, when my veins explode and rush, I don't bend, I escalate, turn the pressure into great. Bones are shaking, lungs are tight, still I push with savage might. Champions made in hidden wars, forged where darkness shuts its doors. People see the strength I show, not the storms I had to know. Not the tears behind the grind, not the demons in my mind. Every scar and overload, every fall I had to decode. Build me strong, increase the load of my unbreakable force mode. Unbreakable force mode, break the chain, turn destruction into gain. Through the torment, through the strain, I rise stronger once again. Unbreakable force mode, never When exhaustion steals my breath, when the iron feels like death, I don't freeze, I amplify, turn my limits into sky. Every heartbeat screams push more, every breath becomes a roar. I've been broken, crushed, mistreated, still my fire never retreated. Now the mirror shows my rise, unshaken power in my eyes. Through the storms that overflowed, I became unbreakable force mode. No surrender, no collapse, I break mental iron traps. Every breath I overload echoes force mode. Push harder, rise above, turn your pain to something you love. No fear, no episode, activate force mode. Break limits, break the walls, answer when the iron calls. Every rep in heavy code charges force mode. Unbreakable force mode, unleash flame. Every setback fuels my name. Through the chaos, through the grind, I leave weaker days behind. Unbreakable force mode, final roar, stronger than I was before. Every breath I ever showed proves I am force mode. Yeah, no fear, no pause, no end. Every heartbeat on this road burns with unbreakable force mode.
Yeah, ground shaking, soul awakened, beast unlocked, unshakable animal.
Before the dawn breaks through the sky, I'm already lifting do or die. Sweat hits still like drops of rage. Every rep rewrites my page. Iron cold across my hands, pressure rising as it lands. Pain walks in, tries bringing fear, but I don't bend, I persevere. Where the weak fall to the load, I grow stronger in beast mode. Every bruise, every trial builds my animal and style. Through the fire, through the grind, I leave doubt far behind. Every struggle, every battle unleashes the unshakable animal. Unshakable animal, hear the roar, stronger than I was before. Through the weight, through the flame, I evolve, I claim my name. Unshakable animal, feel the spark, burning bright inside the dark. Every bruise, every battle feeds my unshakable animal. When the weight feels twice its size, when exhaustion blinds my eyes, I don't quit, I amplify. Turn the pain into my why. Muscles trembling, lungs on fire. Still I lift and still aspire. Champions rise from secret wars, waged behind the iron doors. People talk but never know how deep the inner fires go. They don't see the tears I shed, or the demons in my head. Every scar that life created left my will unterminated. Every loss, every angle shaped this unshakable animal. Unshakable animal, break the chain, turn the torment into gain. Through the storm, through the sweat, I grow stronger, no regret. Unshakable animal, never fall. I take hits and I take all. Every roar, every battle strengthens the unshakable animal. When everything begins to fail, when the world turns cold and pale, I don't fold, I start to rise, burning through the darkest skies. Every heartbeat screams again, every breath becomes my friend. I've been broken, crushed and torn, still my fire stayed reborn. Now the mirror shows the truth, power louder than my youth. Through the storms I had to handle, I became the unshakable animal. No surrender, no collapse, I break iron, break the traps. Every breath that I dismantle feeds this unshakable animal. Push harder, stay wild, unleash the inner child. No fear, no slow, let the primal power grow. Break limits, crack the cage, turn your pain into your rage. Every roar, every channel wakes the unshakable animal. Unshakable animal, unleash flame. Every setback fuels my name. Through the chaos, through the grind, I leave weaker days behind. Unshakable animal, final roar, stronger than I was before. Every rep, every battle proves I am unshakable animal. Yeah, no fear, no pause, no end. Every fight, Every battle echoes, unshakable animal.
Absolute beast rampage. When I walk in, the air turns wild. My heartbeat hits like a chaos child. Cold steel shines with a brutal glare. I grip the bar, no fear, no spare. Sweat drips fast like molten storm. Every rep reshapes my form. No slowing down, no backing stage. I rise unleashed, absolute rampage. Pain hits deep, but I push deeper. My will grows sharp, my focus steeper. Every tremor, every strain turns to power in my vein. Absolute beast rampage unleashed. Might crushing limits left and right. Through the grind, through the fire, I rise higher, higher, higher. Absolute beast rampage, fierce untamed. Every struggle fuels my name. No retreat, no cage, no gauge. I dominate. Absolute beast rampage. Mirror shows a titan made. Forged from pain I never evade. Scars like badges mark my skin. Proof of wars I conquered in. I didn't break when storms hit hard. I stood tall when life played card. Every fall became my climb. Every setback forged my prime. Let the weight press like a wave. I rise strong, I rise brave. Every doubt gets ripped apart. Every fear leaves no mark. Absolute beast rampage unleashed. Might crushing limits left and right. Through the grind, through the fire, I rise higher, higher, higher. Absolute beast rampage, fierce untamed. Every struggle fuels my name. No retreat, no cage, no gauge. I dominate. Absolute beast rampage. Let thunder roar across the sky. I'll lift storms, I'll never die. My will is carved from grit and flame. My power never stays the same. I evolve with every test. I destroy my former best. Break down! Deep breath, ignite the beast. Push the steel without cease. One more rep, surge and engage. Step into full beast rampage. Absolute beast rampage. Born in fire, every struggle feeds desire. Through the battle, through the rage, I crush limits on every stage. Absolute beast rampage, unchained sage. I live eternal power's age. When silence falls and storms disengage, my force roars on. Absolute beast rampage. Absolute beast rampage. When I walk in, the ground wakes up. My heartbeat hits like a thunder cup. Cold steel glows with a ruthless shine. I grip the bar, the power's mine. Sweat pours down like molten rain. Each rep cuts deeper through the pain. No slowing down, no second thought. I rise relentless, battle taught. Pain hits hard, but I hit harder. My will grows sharp, my focus smarter. Every tremor, every bruise becomes the strength I choose. Absolute power surge, unleashed raw, breaking every limit law. Through the grind, through the flame, I rewrite my very frame. Absolute power surge, rising higher, forging sweat and iron fire. No collapse, no doubt to purge. I ascend with absolute power surge. The mirror shows a storm reborn, a warrior carved from nights forlorn. Scars like constellations burn, proof of lessons I return. I didn't quit when pain struck deep. I rose from ashes they tried to keep. Every failure trained my core. Every loss became my roar. Let the weight crush down like fate. I rise again, dominate. Every fear gets vaporized, every weakness minimized. Absolute power surge, unleashed raw, breaking every limit law. Through the grind, through the flame, I rewrite my very frame. Absolute power surge, rising higher, forging sweat and iron fire. No collapse, no doubt to purge. I ascend with absolute power surge. Grit, let the thunder crash and scream. I stay locked in, supreme. My will is forged from grit and steel. My spirit built to never kneel. No shadow dims the spark inside. No storm can stop my rising tide. Break down, deep breath, ignite the core. Push the weight and ask for more. One more rep, the beast emerges, roaring strong with power surges. Final loot, power surge, carved in heat. Every battle I defeat. Through the chaos, through the urge, I stand unstoppable. Power surge, limitless force where dreams converge. I rise eternal, absolute power surge. When silence drops and storms diverge, my strength remains. Absolute power surge. I ascend with absolute power surge.
When I walk in, the ground grows fierce. My heartbeat cuts like a titan spear. Cold steel glows with a brutal tone. I grab the bar, this throne I own. Sweat drips down like molten fire. Every rep pulls me higher, higher. No slowing down, no turning live. I rise untamed, power overdrive. Pain strikes hard, but I strike harder. My will grows raw, my focus sharper. Every quake inside my frame turns to fuel that feeds my flame. Barbaric, power overdrive. Unleashed heat, breaking limits none can beat. Through the pressure, through the flame, I erase my weaker frame. Barbaric, power overdrive. Fierce and true, nothing stops what I push through. No surrender, no survive. I rise wild, power overdrive. Mirror shows a force untold, a beast rebuilt from pain and gold. Scars like war marks stain my skin, proof of battles fought within. I didn't fall when storms grew fast. I held strong through every blast. Every loss became my drive. Every bruise kept me alive. Let the weight try snapping bone. I rise louder, built alone. Every doubt I pulverize. Every fear I minimize. Barbaric, power overdrive. Unleashed heat, breaking limits none can beat. Through the pressure, through the flame, I erase my weaker frame. Barbaric, power overdrive. Fierce and true, nothing stops what I push through. No surrender, no survive. I rise wild, power overdrive. Let thunder crack across the sky. I push back, I never die. My will is carved in steel and rage. My strength evolves from stage to stage. No force alive can make me break. I rise stronger with every quake. Deep breath, ignite the spark. Push the steel beyond the mark. One more rep, instincts thrive. Step
into full power overdrive.
Barbaric power overdrive, forged in fire, every setback fed desire. Through the chaos, through the climb, I grow stronger every time. Barbaric power overdrive, primal drive, I stand eternal.
Power overdrive. When silence falls and storms revive, my strength roars on power overdrive.
When I step in, the ground starts shaking, my pulse turns ruthless, power waking. Cold steel glares like a primal threat. I grab the bar, no fear, no sweat. Sweat falls hot like molten ash. Every rep hits like a savage crash. No slowing pace, no hesitation. I rise through pure annihilation. Pain swings hard, but I swing harder. My will grows sharp, my focus smarter. Every tremor, every spark turns to strength inside the dark. Beyond limit, annihilation. Unleash force, breaking barriers at the source. Through the grind, through the flame, I destroy my former frame. Beyond limit, annihilation. Fierce and true, no restraint in what I do. No defeat, no limitation. I rise strong, beyond limit, annihilation. Shows a beast untold, a soul rebuilt from days of cold. Scars like prophecy on my skin, proof of battles fought within. I fell before but never stayed, I rose rebuilt, unafraid. Every loss became my rise, every bruise sharpened my drive. Let the weight crash down like fate, I push harder, dominate. Every doubt gets vaporized, every weakness minimized. Beyond limit, annihilation. Unleash force, breaking barriers at the source. Through the grind, through the flame, I destroy my former frame. Beyond limit, annihilation. Fierce and true, no restraints in what I do. No defeat, no limitation. I rise strong, beyond limit, annihilation. Let shadows chase, I will not break, I hold my place. My will is forged from grit and hate, fueled by hunger to dominate. I don't bow, I don't divide, my fire swallows the divide. Break down, deep breath, ignite the core. Push the steel and ask for more. One more rep, full detonation. Step into limit, annihilation. Beyond limit, annihilation. Born in fire, every failure fed desire. Through the chaos, through the fight, I ascend to brutal height. Beyond limit, annihilation. Creation, I rise, eternal, pure obliteration. When the world sleeps in hesitation, I still rise, beyond the limit, annihilation.
When I step in, the fire begins. My heartbeat roars, the grind
kicks in. Cold steel weights like a silent dare. I grab it tight, no fear, no care. Sweat drips down like liquid flame. Every rep tattoos my name. No comfort zone, no giving less. I rise through pain, through weight, through stress. Pressure builds, but I won't fold. I turn resistance into gold. Every ache, every bruise becomes the power that I use. Break the impossible, rise and exceed. Push beyond every limit and creed. Through the storm, through the struggle so tall, I break the chains, I shatter the wall. Break the impossible, heart on fire, fueled by pain and iron desire. No retreat, no stopping call. I rise relentless, break the impossible. Break the impossible. Mirror shows the war I've won. Battles fought by only one. Scars that mark the road I've walked. Days I broke, nights I fought. But still I rise, still I climb. Still I beat the test of time. Strength was never handed free. I built it from adversity. Let the weight press down like fate. I rise again, I dominate. Every doubt I pulverize. Every fear I vaporize. Break the impossible, rise and exceed. Push beyond every limit and creed. Through the storm, through the struggle so tall, I break the chains, I shatter the wall. Break the impossible, heart on fire, fueled by pain and iron desire. No retreat, no stopping call. I rise relentless, break the impossible. Let the thunder shake the ground. I stand firm, I hold my crown. Let the shadows try to bind. They'll never cage my state of mind. Every challenge feeds my fight. Every fall becomes my high. Break down. Deep breath. Unleash the spark. Way beyond the mark, shattered doubts both large and small. One more rep, break the impossible. Break the impossible, forged in flame. Every trial carved my name. Through the chaos, through the fall, I rise immortal above it all. Break the impossible, hear my call. I stand eternal. Break the impossible. Seems lost in shadow sprawl, I rise once more, break the impossible. Break the impossible. Break the impossible. Before the sunrise splits the sky, I'm already grinding, do or die. Sweat hits iron like molten rain. Every rep rewires my pain. Steel vibrating in my hands, power rising as it stands. Pain steps in to claim control, but I deny its soul on goal. Where the weak fall to the load, I evolve in godlike mode. Every tremor, every bend becomes the power I ascend. Through the pressure, through the fire, every push takes me higher. Every breath I comprehend feeds the pump, God ascend. Pump, God ascended, hear the roar, stronger than I was before. Through the grind, through the flame, I transform and claim my name. God ascended, feel the rise, power glowing in my eyes. Every rep, every end feeds the pump, God ascend. What? Yeah! Woo! When the weight grows hard to bear, when my lungs collapse for air, I don't fold, I escalate. weight, turn the suffering into great. Muscles trembling, breath undone, still I fight till battle's won. Champions forged in lonely nights, built from scars and hidden fights. People see the mass I show, not the shadows down below. Not the fear I had to kill, not the nights I climbed uphill. Every wound, every descent, fuel this pump God to ascend. Every pain I had to mend, it built the pump God ascend. Pump God ascended, break the chain, turn destruction into gain. Through the storm and through the heat, I rise stronger, never beat. God ascended, never fall, I take hits and I take all. Every scar I transcend, strengthens pump God ascend. Yeah. When the world pulls me apart, when fatigue invades my heart, I don't stop, I roar inside, turn my struggle into pride. Every heartbeat screams endure, every breath becomes the cure. I've been cracked and dragged and bent, still I break through every dent. Now the mirror shows my climb, power forged through faith and time. Through the chaos I defend, I became pump, God ascend. No retreat, no slow suspend, every rep becomes my trend. Every breath I apprehend, echoes pump, God ascend. Push harder, break the mold, let your discipline unfold. No fear, no pretend, rise with pump, God ascend. Break limits, claim the throne, make your power fully grown. Every action you intend, charge is pump, God ascend. Pump, God ascended, unleash flame, every setback fuels my name. Through the chaos, through the grind, I leave weaker days behind. Pump, God ascended, final roar, stronger than I was before. Every rep and every trend proves I am pump, God ascend. Yeah, no fear, no pause, no end. Every breath that I transcend burns with pump, God ascend. Pump, God ascend. Yeah, awaken the core, unchain the beast, enter primal strength overload. Yeah. Before the sunrise hits the dust, I'm already grinding, built on trust. Sweat drips hard like molten flow, every rep makes power grow. Iron screaming in my grip, force exploding every dip. Pain steps forward, tries to claim, but I stand firm inside the flame. Where the weak retreat and fade, I grow ruthless, unafraid. Every tremor, every road, built my primal strength overload. Through the pressure, through the heat, I grow savage, never beat. Every push, every code, feeds my strength overload. Primal strength overload, hear the burst, power rising unrehearsed. Through the grind, through the flame, I ascend and claim my name. Primal strength overload, feel the wave. Limit breaking, muscle brave. Every rep, every mode, feeds my strength overload. When the weight begins to crush, when my heartbeat starts to rush, I don't stop, I elevate. Turn the pressure into great. Muscles shaking, lungs undone, still I fight till battle's won. Champions rise from hidden wars, built behind the iron doors. People see the beast I show, not the trenches down below. Not the nights I feared the fight, or the storms I met at night. Every fall I had to rise, every tear behind my eyes fueled the fire I encode. Primal strength overload, primal strength overload. Break the chain, turn destruction into gain. Through the sweat, through the pain, I ignite again and again. Primal strength overload, never fall. I take hits and I take all. Every bruise on this road, strength and strength overload. When fatigue consumes my soul, when the lift demands its toll, I don't faint, I amplify, turn my limits into sky. Every heartbeat screams push more, every breath becomes a roar. I've been shattered, torn apart, still I never lost my heart. Now the mirror shows the fire, uncontrolled and climbing higher. Through the chaos, strength bestowed, I became power over
your darkness into light. No fear, explode the code, awake the primal overload. Break limits, break the frame, rewrite every bit of pain. Every rep you overload, charges primal strength overload. Primal strength overload, unleashed flame. Every setback fuels my name. Through the chaos, through the grind, I leave weaker days behind. Primal strength overload, final roar. Stronger than I was before. Every rep down this road proves I am strength overload. Yeah, no pause, no fear, no end. Every heartbeat locked and slowed burns with primal strength overload.
Become the Rage Forge Titan. Before the morning breaks the night, I'm already built for fight. Sweat drips hard like molten ore. Every rep demands me more. Iron blazing in my grip, power surging every dip. Pain steps in with ruthless tone, but I stand carved out of stone. Where the weak collapse and bend, I rise higher, transcend. Every tremor, every strike builds a titan in the mic. Through the fire, through the strain, I turn torment into gain. Every breath inside the furnace shapes my rage and makes me sternest. Every second, every titan feeds the Rage Forge Titan. Rage Forge Titan, hear the roar. Stronger than I was before. Through the grind, through the flame, I ascend and carve my name. Rage Forge Titan, feel the surge. Let the power rise and merge. Every rep, every titan feeds the Rage Forge Titan. When the bar begins to crush, when my heartbeat starts to rush, I don't fold, I escalate. Turn the pressure into great. Bones are shaking, lungs are weak. Still I lift with titan streak. Champions born from agony, forged in brutal destiny. People see the strength I show, not the burn they'll never know. Not the storms I walked alone, not the tears I turned to stone. Every scar inside my core, every loss that shook before. Fueled the furnace hot and bright, built this titan firelight. Through the pain, through every frighten, I became the Rage Forge Titan. Rage Forge Titan, break the chain. Turn destruction into gain. Through the thunder, through the heat, I grow stronger, never beat. Rage Forge Titan, never fall. I take hits and I take all. Every blow and every brighten strengthens Rage Forge Titan. When exhaustion grips my soul, when the iron takes its toll, I don't quit, I amplify, turn my limits into sky. Every heartbeat screams attack, every breath brings power back. I've been shattered, I've been torn, still my strength was always born. Now the mirror shows the rise, fire glowing in my eyes. Through the storms in every fighting, I evolved. Rage Forge Titan. No surrender, no retreat. I break failure, I defeat. Every breath and every light and echoes. Rage for Titan.
Burn the fear, raise the titan atmosphere. No doubt, no hiding. Rise with titan war, own variety.
Break limits, break the mold. Let your courage roar uncontrolled. Every rep in iron writing charges Rage Forge Titan. Rage Forge Titan, unleashed flame. Every setback fuels my name. Through the chaos, through the grind, I leave weaker days behind. Rage Forge Titan, down a roar. Stronger than I was before. Every rep and every lighten proves I am Rage Forge Titan.
Yeah, no fear, no stop, no end. Every heartbeat, every titan burns with Rage Forge Titan. Rage Forge Titan. You become the Rage Force Titan.
Yeah. Unchained fire, unbroken spirit. This is raw fury resurrected. Before the morning breaks the dark, I'm already lit, a blazing spark. Sweat hits steel like burning rain. Every rep rewrites my pain. Iron crushing in my grip, power roaring every dip. Pain steps in to take control, but I rise from heart and soul. Where the weak collapse and fade, I grow savage, unafraid. Every heartbeat resurrected, builds my fury unexpected. Through the strain and through the fire, every push takes me higher. Every moment I've perfected feeds my raw fury resurrected. Raw fury resurrected, hear the roar, stronger than I was before. Through the grind, through the flame, I rebuild and claim my name. Raw fury resurrected, feel the spark, igniting power in the dark. Every rep that I've perfected feeds my raw resurrected. When the weight begins to crush, when my pulse turns into rush, I don't fold, I elevate, turn the torment into great. Muscles burning, lungs collapse, still I tighten all the straps. Champions rise from silent pain, forged in storms they can't explain. People see the force I show, not the hell I had to know, not the wounds I had to hide, not the tears I left inside. Every scar that I've collected, every loss that I've corrected, turn to fire resurrected, in my fury resurrected. Raw fury resurrected, break the chain, turn destruction into gain. Through the darkness, through the strain, I rise stronger once again. Raw fury resurrected, never fall. I take hits and I take all. Every scar that I've perfected strengthens raw fury resurrected. When exhaustion steals my air, when the weight becomes unfair, I don't break, I amplify, turn my limits into sky. Every heartbeat screams advance, every breath becomes a stance. I've been shattered, bruised and wrecked, still my fire reconnected. Now the mirror shows the rise, rage awakened in my eyes. Through the storms I've resurrected, I became raw fury resurrected. No surrender, no decline, every rep protects my spine. Every breath that I've directed echoes raw fury resurrected. Push harder, burn the fear, let your fury reappear. No weakness, no defected, live your fury resurrected. Break limits, break the sound, lift your spirit off the ground. I've resurrected, charges raw fury resurrected. Raw fury resurrected, unleash flame. Every setback feels my name. Through the chaos, through the grind, I leave weaker days behind. Raw fury resurrected, final roar, stronger than I was before. Every rep that I perfected proves I am raw fury resurrected. Yeah, no fear, no pause, no limit. Every heartbeat I've corrected burns with raw fury resurrected. Thunder rising, power snapping. Welcome to reckless power storm. Before the sunrise hits the crown, I'm already shutting weakness down. Sweat drops, heavy breath runs wild. Every rep turns beast from mild. Iron clashing in my hands, strength erupting on command. Pain steps forward, tries to strike, but I ignite electric psych. Where the weak fall to the grind, I unleash a savage mind. Every spark inside the storm builds my reckless power form. Through the fire, through the friction, every push becomes addiction. Every second in the swarm feeds a reckless power storm. Reckless power storm, hear the boom, stronger rising room by room. Through the weight, through the strain, I turn lightning into gain. Reckless power storm, feel the strike, power roaring war like every rep, every form. Feeds my feeds my reckless power storm. When the barbell starts to crush,
ruthless power storm. Reckless power storm, break the chain, turn destruction into gain. Through the thunder, through the pain, I rise stronger once again. Reckless power storm, never fall. I take hits and I take all. Every breath inside the storm strengthens reckless power storm. When exhaustion drains my core, when the world demands no more, I don't crack, I amplify, turn my limits into sky. Every heartbeat shouts ignite, every breath rewrites the fight. I've been battered, torn and tried, still the storm stayed on my side. Now the mirror shows the rise, tempest burning in my eyes. Through the chaos, fierce and warm, I became the power storm. Will surrender, no retreat, I break doubt beneath my feet. Every step in every form, no goes reckless power storm. Push harder, spark the rage, break your limits, break the cage. No pause, no conform, ride the reckless power storm. Break barriers, break control, let your fury take the role. Every rep in lightning form, charge.
Yeah! Waves of power, tides of rage. Bout a riptide muscle king. Before the sunrise hits the shore, I'm already grinding, wanting more. Sweat drips heavy, heartbeat loud, every rep makes giants proud. Iron waves crash in my grip, power flows with every dip. Pain steps forward, tries to sting, but I rise, I'm built to swing. Where the weak drift off and sink, I stay sharp, no time to blink. Every surge, each title ring, builds my riptide muscle king. Through the force and through the grind, every push reshapes my mind. Every breath and raging swing feeds my muscle king. Riptide muscle king, hear the roar, stronger than I was before. Through the storm and through the flame, I ascend and claim my name. Riptide muscle king, feel the wave, every muscle turn to brave. Every rep and title swing feeds the muscle king. When the weight begins to crash, when my veins like ocean splash, I don't fold, I elevate, turn the struggle into great. Muscles burning, lungs on fire, still I lift and still aspire. Champions made from silent tides, forging storms the heart survives. People see the size I show, not the depths I had to go, not the storms beneath my chest, not the nights I lost my rest. Every scar that shaped my wing, every fight and suffering, fueled the throne of everything. My riptide muscle king. Riptide muscle king, break the chain, turn destruction into gain. Through the thunder, through the rain, I rise stronger once again. Riptide muscle king, never fall, I take hits and I take all. Every breath and title swing strengthens muscle king. When exhaustion drains my breath, when the set feels close to death, I don't stop, I amplify, turn my limits into sky. Every heartbeat screams attack, every breath brings power back. I've been bruised and I've been torn, still my beast was always born. Now the mirror shows my rise, ocean fire in my eyes. Through the waves of suffering, I became muscle king. No surrender, no retreat, I break mountains at my feet. Every roar and every swing echoes riptide muscle king. Push harder, ride the wave, turn your weakness into brave. No fear, no drifting, rise with tides, uplifting. Break limits, break the sea, let your power run wild and free. Every rep in ocean ring charges muscle king. Riptide muscle king, unleashed flame, every setback fuels my name. Through the chaos, through the grind, I leave weaker days behind. Riptide muscle king, final roar, stronger than I was before. Every rep and title swing proves I am muscle king. Yeah, no stop, no fear, no end. Every heartbeat, every ring burns with riptide muscle king. machine.
Before the sunrise cracks the night, I'm already gearing up for fight. Sweat hits steel, a molten stream. Every rep fuels this extreme. Iron burning in my hands, power rising as it lands. Pain steps in with sharp routine, but I transform, become machine. Where the weak break down and stall, I go harder, take it all. Every tremor, every scene builds the ruthless game machine. Through the pressure, through the fire, every grind pulls me higher. Every struggle, every scream feeds the ruthless game machine. Ruthless game machine, hear the roar. Stronger than I was before. Through the weight, through the heat, I grow savage, never beat. Ruthless game machine, feel the spark, lighting fire in the dark. Every plate, every routine feeds the ruthless game machine. When the weight starts crushing down, when my lungs begin to drown, I don't quit, I accelerate, turn exhaustion into grace. Muscles trembling, breath is gone, still I fight and carry on. Champions rise from brutal pain, from the nights they can't explain. People see the strength I show, not the hell I had to know. Not the cuts beneath the skin, not the wars I fought within. Every scar and every wound, every doubt I once consumed, turned to fuel inside the scene of my ruthless game machine. Ruthless game machine, break the chain, turn the torment into gain. Through the cold, sweat, I grow stronger, no regret. Ruthless game machine, never fall. I take hits and I take all. Every fight, every routine strengthens ruthless game machine. When fatigue attacks my soul, when the lift consumes its toll, I don't fold, I rise again, turn the struggle into win. Every heartbeat screams advance, every breath becomes my stance. I've been broken, I've been thrown, still I rose and claimed my throne. Now the mirror shows the truth, sharper fire than my youth. Through the storms I've conquered clean, I became the game machine. No surrender, no decline, strength and fury intertwine. Every breath and every scene burns with ruthless game machine. Push harder, grind insane, turn the pressure into gain. No fear, no routine, unleash the game machine. Break limits, crack the mold, let your discipline unfold. Every rep you intervene, charges ruthless game machine. Ruthless game machine, unleashed flame. Every setback fuels my name. Through the chaos, through the grind, I leave weaker days behind. Ruthless game machine, final roar, stronger than I was before. Every breath, every routine proves I am ruthless game machine. Yeah, no fear, no pause, no end. Every moment in between echoes ruthless game machine.
Yeah. Chains broken, power awakened. Enter Titan mode unleashed.
Before the morning hits the sky, I'm already grinding, do or die. Sweat drops heavy on the floor, every rep demands me more. Iron tearing in my grip, Titan power in every dip. Pain steps forward, tries to strike, but I rise supreme, warlike. Where the weak collapse and fade, I grow ruthless, unafraid. Every tremor lift increased, feeds the Titan now released. Through the fire, through the pressure, I evolve beyond all measure. Every breath inside the beast beats my Titan mode unleashed. Titan mode unleashed. Hear the roar, stronger than I was before. Through the grind, through the flame, I destroy my former name.
Titan mode unleashed.
Feel the rise, thunder burning in my eyes. Every rep I've ever increased feeds my Titan mode unleashed. When the weight begins to crush, when my heartbeat starts to rush, I don't fold, I escalate. Turn the torment into great. Muscles tearing, lungs on fire. Still I lift and still aspire. Champions forging unseen fights, strengthened in the darkest nights. People see the power shown, not the storms I walked alone. Not the fear that tried to feast, not the battles with the beast. Every scar I ever seized
fire unreleased. Titan mode became increased.
Break the chain, turn destruction into gain. Through the chaos, through the pain, I rise stronger once again.
Titan mode unleashed.
Never fall, I take hits and I take all.
Every bruise the iron teased. Strengthens Titan mode unleashed. When exhaustion steals my sight, when the set turns into fight, I don't quit, I amplify. Turn my limits into sky. Every heartbeat screams ignite. Every breath becomes a light. I've been broken, crushed, erased. Still my fire stayed embraced. Now the mirror shows the rise. Pure destruction in my eyes. Through the trials and the feast, I became the Titan beast. No surrender, no retreat. I break mountains at my feet. Every roar the beast released echoes Titan mode unleashed. Push harder, break the mold. Let your savage heart unfold. No fear, no decrease. Wake the Titan, live the beast. Break limits, break the walls. Answer when the power calls. Every rhythm ever increased proves I am Titan mode unleashed. Yeah. No stop, no fear, no end. Every heartbeat of the beast burns with Titan mode unleashed. No turning back, no slowing down. Step onto the war path, unstoppable. Before the dawn can touch the ground, I'm already in the battleground. Sweat hits hard with every stride. Every rep feels warrior pride. Iron cold within my grip, power surging through each dip. Pain steps close, tries blocking me, but I break through aggressively. With a weak retreat and hide, I walk forward amplified. Every bruise, every obstacle builds my war path unstoppable. Through the pressure, through the strain, I turn everything to gain. On this battlefield impossible, I rise warpath unstoppable. Warpath unstoppable. Hear the roar, stronger than I was before. Through the pain, through the sweat, I conquer every threat. Warpath unstoppable. Feel the flame burning deep inside my name. Every rep, every obstacle feeds my warpath unstoppable. When the weight becomes a war, when my breath demands no more, I don't quit, I escalate, turn the suffering into great. Bones are shaking, vision dim, still I push from deep within. Champions born in nights like this, forged in storms that never miss. People stare but never know the hidden mountains I outgrow. Every fall and every tear made my mission crystal clear. All the pain that tried to stop me only trained the beast inside me. Through the trenches unremarkable, I built my warpath unstoppable. Warpath unstoppable. Break the chain, turn the torment into gain. Through the darkness, through the shock, I stand firm like solid rock. Warpath unstoppable, never fall. I take hits and I take all. Every bruise, every chronicle strengthens warpath unstoppable. When exhaustion eats my breath, when my strength is close to death, I don't crumble, I ignite, turn my weakness into fight. Every heartbeat screams advance, every moment feels my stance. I've been shattered, I've been bent, still my spirit never spent. Now the mirror shows my climb, proving power takes its time. Through the fire, irreversible, I became warpath unstoppable. No retreat, no turning slow, no surrender, only grow. Every setback microscopic drives my warpath unstoppable. Push hard, stand tall, don't you dare begin to fall. No fear, no quit, rise with every hit. Break limits, break the norm, let your power take its form. Every step unstoppable, build your warpath unstoppable. Warpath unstoppable, unleashed flame, every setback feels my name. Through the chaos, through the grind, I leave weaker days behind. Warpath unstoppable, final roar, stronger than I was before. Every rep, every chronicle proves I am warpath unstoppable. no pause, no end. Every breath unbreakable, walks their warpath unstoppable.
When I step in, the atmosphere shakes. My heartbeat fires like the ground that breaks. Cold steel gleams with a primal glare. I grab the bar, no fear, no spare. Sweat falls hot like molten force. Each rep keeps driving my deadly course. No quitting now, no compromise. I rise awakened, alpha rise. Pain hits deep, but I hit deeper. Every struggle makes me steeper. Every tremor, every bruise turns to power I let loose. Alpha dominance rising, forged in fight, stronger burning day or night. Through the grind, through the flame, I surpass my former frame. Alpha dominance rising, sharp and true, breaking limits others knew. No retreat, no minimizing. I rise supreme, alpha dominance rising. The mirror shows a king reborn, forged from sweat and nights of storm. Scars like armor mark my skin, proof of battles fought within. I never folded, never fell. I walked through fire, lived through hell. Every loss became my fuel. Every setback broke a rule. Let the weight press hard like fate. I rise again, I dominate. Every doubt gets pulverized. Every weakness neutralized. Alpha dominance rising, forged in fight, stronger burning day or night. Through the grind, through the flame, I surpass my former frame. Alpha dominance rising, sharp and true, breaking limits others knew. No retreat, no minimizing. I rise supreme, alpha dominance rising. Let thunder crash, let shadows scream. I push harder, fuel the dream. My will is iron, my spirit lit. I won't bend or break one bit. Pressure builds, but so do I. I was born for heights sky high. Break down, deep breath, awaken the core. Lift the steel and push for more. One more rep, no compromising. Unleash full, alpha dominance rising. Alpha dominance rising, carved in heat. Every failure I defeat. Through the chaos, through the climb, I grow stronger every time. Alpha dominance rising, fierce and free. I rise eternal underneath. When silence falls and doubts are dying, my power stands. Alpha dominance rising.
Yeah. Heat rising, power flooding, activate muscle meltdown mode. Before the sunrise hits the floor, I'm already locked for war. Sweat drips heavy, body tight, every rep ignites my fight. Iron screaming in my hand, strength expanding on command. Pain steps in to test my soul, but I go harder, take control. Where the weak fall to the load, I accelerate the mode. Every tremor, every code, builds my muscle meltdown mode. Through the pressure and the heat, I grow fierce, can't face defeat. Every breath inside the road feeds my muscle meltdown mode. Muscle meltdown mode, hear the roar. Stronger than I was before. Through the grind, through the flame, I rebuild a stronger frame. Muscle meltdown mode, feel the surge. Let the beast inside emerge. Every rep that I unload feels my muscle meltdown mode. When the barbell starts to crush, when my heartbeat starts to rush, I don't fold, I escalate, turn the pressure into great. Muscles burn and lungs collapse, still I tighten all the straps. Champions born in silent cries, fought in nights with weary eyes. People see the gains I show, not the storms I had to know. Not the tears beneath the weight, or the fear I had to break. Every scar beneath my skin, every loss I turn to win. Charge the beast that won't erode, my muscle meltdown mode. Muscle meltdown mode, break the chain, turn destruction into gain. Through the darkness, through the strain, I rise stronger once again. Muscle meltdown mode, never fall. I take hits and I take all. Every bruise and every road strengthens muscle meltdown mode. When exhaustion drains my spine, when the weight refuses to align, I don't quit, I amplify, turn my limits into sky. Every heartbeat screams go hard, every breath hits like a shard. I've been shattered, bent and torn, still my fire was always born. Now the mirror shows my rise, thunder glowing in my eyes. Through the chaos I unload, I became muscle meltdown mode. No surrender, no regret, every rep pays every debt. Every breath inside the code echoes muscle meltdown mode. Push harder, burn the fear, let your inner beast appear. No retreat, no episode, live the muscle meltdown mode. Break limits, break the walls, answer when the iron calls. Every rep and every load charges muscle meltdown mode. Push meltdown mode, unleash flame, every setback fuels my name. Through the chaos, through the grind, I leave weaker days behind. Muscle meltdown mode, final roar, stronger than I was before. Every rep and every road proves I am muscle meltdown mode. Yeah, no fear, no pause, no slowing. Every heartbeat that explodes burns with muscle meltdown mode. No fear, no pause, no slowing. Every heartbeat that explodes burns with muscle meltdown mode.
Yeah. Instinct awakened. Power roaring. Activate primal rage engine. Before the sunrise hits the ground, I'm already lifting battleground. Sweat drips hot like molten rain. Every rep rewires my brain. Iron rumbling in my hands. Beast unleashed on my commands. Pain steps forward, tries to bite, but I ignite pure savage might. Where the weak fall to the fire, I grow ruthless, rising higher. Every roar inside the engine turns my pain into ascension. Through the struggle, through the tension, every second fuels my engine. Every breath that I've been given feeds my primal rage engine. Primal rage engine, hear the roar. Stronger than I was before. Through the grind, through the flame, I rebuild my power frame. Primal rage engine, feel the fire. Every rep takes me higher. Every breath, every decision feeds my rage engine. When the weight begins to crush, when my pulse turns into rush, I don't fold, I escalate. Turn the torment into great. Muscles shaking, lungs collapse. Still I tighten every lapse. Champions born from sleepless nights, forged in hidden inner fights. People see the strength I show, not the storms they'll never know. Not the fear I had to break, not the nights I stayed awake. Every scar within my vision, every tear, every incision, fueled the primal raw ignition of my rage engine's condition. Primal rage engine, break the chain, turn destruction into gain. Through the thunder, through the pain, I rise stronger once again. Primal rage engine, never fall. I take hits and I take all. Every bruise in my tradition strengthens rage engine ignition. When exhaustion drains my soul, when the lifts take heavy toll, I don't stop, I amplify. Turn my limits into sky. Every heartbeat screams go now. Every breath becomes a vow. I've been shattered, bent and torn, still my engine stayed reborn. Now the mirror shows my rise, primal power in my eyes. Through the storms I kept within, I became the rage engine. No surrender, no decline. Every rep reshapes my spine. Every roar in my ignition echoes primal rage engine. Push harder, light the spark. Let your engine break the dark. No fear, no ambition. Live the primal rage condition. Break limits, break the mold. Let your story rise untold. Every breath and repetition